As you know, I'm working on creating my own save file in The Sims. I've made 2 Sims. They are rival roommates. The story is that they needed a roommate to afford the rent to live somewhere, and it seemed like a good idea at the time, were it not, as they were complete opposites. Here you see me going to the Debug catalog to look for a house that would fit in this neighborhood, and I found this one, and now I'm gonna rebuild it. So the game doesn't see this as an object, so I can just move it wherever I want. I traced it with wall tool, and now I'm trying to copy the roof. As you can see, next to this lot I already got 2 more houses that I built previously. I'll link them at the end of the video if you're interested in those speed builds. I thought the roof was quite interesting. There are 2 roofs stacked together. And oh yes, I'm using tool to make that ventilation shaft the exactly right size. I love using tool. I'm not an expert at it, but it's really fun to play around with. I couldn't find the exact same roof texture, so I just went with the ones that the other houses had next to it. I am playing a bit with the roof to make it exactly the right height. I am gonna add the chimney later on, but I don't have the room right now with both of those houses here on the lot. I can't find the exact same textures, but I think I got pretty close with these. We also don't have the door, which is a shame because this is a really nice door that the Debug house has. The Debug house also had a ton of windows, so many windows. Here I'm looking through all the windows that we've got, just to find the one that it looks the same. I am now doubting between the base game one and the My Wedding Stories one, and I went with the My Wedding Story one just because I thought it looked prettier. This is the only reason. It is not blue like the original, but I couldn't find the exact same one. And here you can see the Debug one has so many windows, and yes, I am gonna place that many windows on it right now, but when I move on to the floor plan I'm gonna delete some and I'm gonna move a few around, so it's not as bad. I am keeping to a budget. This is a starter home for 2 Sims, so when you just enter the game and you make 2 Sims, you get a budget of, I believe, 24,000 simoleons, something like that. So that's what I stuck to. I couldn't do everything I wanted. My main focus was the outside of the house, so that's where the most money end up. I am using Debug Landscaping because I was realizing that it turned out quite expensive. And Debug Landscaping is just as pretty as normal landscaping, so why not? Also some terrain paint. I believe I'm doing the terrain paint in the end, just to make it a little bit better. One of the Sims is a gardener, and for the gardening career you actually need a garden of your own. So I'm gonna place some planters on here. I'm gonna move them on the grass there, so she can garden. One of the Sims is a good Sim who loves to garden, and is a very, very nice person. And the other Sim is mean and is really focused on the way she looks. So yeah, they are quite different. Here I'm trying to figure out a floor plan. I'm making 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. The piece in the front of the house will be the living room, the living area here. I'm placing a fireplace because we also have a chimney. Chimney will actually smoke when you light the fireplace, which I think is really fun. And I'm going for a bit of cheap looking mismatched furniture because these 2 Sims are just moved out of their home. They just started a new job and they are still in the process of making money. I think that they are just working on moving out of this house as soon as they possibly can. But for now they are stuck with each other. As you can see, the windows are a bit awkwardly placed here, so I am gonna move them a little closer together later on. Both bedrooms have the same carpet. I figured this was what this house came with and they didn't have the money to make something different. This first bedroom is for the good sim who loves the garden, so there are lots of plants and I'm using lots of stuff from Seasons, which I think looks really nice. It's just a very sweet room, just like the sim is, with lots and lots of plants. Also those plants from Cottage Living, I love them. This is the bedroom for the mean sim. I'm guessing she's really focused on her look, so she is getting a, how do you call it, where you can do your makeup, and she's got some shoes cluttered around here. I didn't have enough room for an actual dresser, but I am building a built-in wardrobe in here. First, I'm still very ambitious and placing 2 of them, but I'm gonna delete one of them because I ran out of money very quickly. The bathroom has very cheap furniture, but I chose to make it black so it looks a little better. And some of those snowy escape bottles on the wall, which I think look really nice. This part is the kitchen and dining area. Especially for the shared rooms, I went for a bit more generic stuff, so it's very beige. And yeah, I am placing upper cabinets and then realizing that I cannot afford it, so I deleted them. But I did place some tile at the back, so it looks a little bit more interesting. There is a big table in here, so they can have parties, can invite their friends over, which is very nice. And of course a microwave, because they just moved out of the home and I don't think they know how to cook yet. So this is always handy. And I am quickly running out of money and I'm trying to place some more decorations. These curtains were just a bit too much and I'm just trying to figure out what to place on them, but this doesn't look good either, so I am gonna delete those in the end. Scrounging up money just to make some decorations, and I also wanted skill building stuff, so I placed a yoga mat in the front and an easel inside. And yes, I am aware I forgot to paint the second bedroom. I will do that later on and you will see it in the screenshot. It is painted. It's just, I totally forgot. These are the screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press like. If you want to see me make those 2 sims that live here, links are here on screen. And YouTube thinks you might like this video. So I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.